listeners. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? Yes, I hope you're all safe out there. By the way, I'm Nina Reycel Francisco.
Hello, and I am Ejay Baldono.
And today we will be talking about adulthood, the expectation
versus reality. And welcome to our Reality Podcast.
Good day, dear listeners. Now we are on a new series of Talk a Minute, and today we will be talking about the perception versus reality of adulthood. Yes, you heard it right. Here with me is Mr. Ejay Baldono. Mr. Ejay?
Yes, hello. I think this segment would be fun and eye-opening, especially to the young ones of the Gen Z. I know a lot of you guys has your own perception of yourselves on your near adulthood years, but are all those things right? Would you be able to meet your expectations as an adult? Well, we can never tell.
That's right, Mr. EJ. The lived reality of adulthood is changing while the perceived reality lags behind. Being an adult has different meanings in the eye or age of the beholder, they say. But for you, Mr. EJ, going back when you were still a child, what are some of your perceptions of yourself as an adult?
Actually, when I was a kid, I see myself already being rich at the age of 20s, owning a house, car, and being employed. Reminiscing all those thoughts, it's funny though, realizing that I'm already at my 20s, yet still worrying about money, holding a pen and paper, crying over accounts, and get annoyed over petty things.
I see. When you're a kid, thinking about how it's going to be when you get older, you have a lot of big dreams and expectations. You know exactly how you're going to be as an adult and what your fabulous life will be like. Then one day you wake up and reality comes crashing down like a structural unsound construction site. But it's not all bad. Here are a few major differences between what we thought we were getting and what the life dropped off at our door.
To start with, here's the thing. We thought that we would work at our dream jobs for the rest of our lives when we become adults. But most of us aren't even lucky enough to find our dream job right out of school. While our younger selves saw nothing but an upward slope of success, we adults know better. Not only could your dreams change over time, but you won't always enjoy the work you're doing. But believe it or not, going through this tough experience changes us for the better and help us really identify the passions we want to pursue.
That speaks a lot, Mr. EJ. Now here's another thing. A car and a house would be handed to us when we became true adults. Yeah, right, kiddos. Nothing important in life comes easy, especially once you reach adulthood. What's more likely is that we save up for months, even years, just to achieve these milestones.
And we thought that our handwriting would suddenly get better. Sorry to break it to all those kids with not so picture perfect handwriting, but unless you take a calligraphy class or specifically focus on improving your scribbles, your handwriting won't magically look amazing overnight. So our advice, embrace your signature no matter how messy.
And here it is. Bills wouldn't exist. There was a reason our parents scolded us for forgetting to turn lights off in rooms we weren't in or blasting the air conditioner all day and night. Bills are a thing, and while we probably overheard our parents' stressful conversations about them, we could think of nothing more than simply having our own homes one day and just doing whatever we wanted. How little we knew.
We thought we would effortlessly find our life partners quickly. But as it happens, dating is really hard. Some people get lucky and find their future spouses in high school or even college, but the rest are swiping right on dating apps and struggling through awful happy hours with people they realize they're not compatible with.
And have you also thought upon reaching adulthood, we'd replace our fun clothes with suits and only suits? Here's the reality then. Even in movies, older people typically wear business-like attire even after work, while some of us chose career paths that include suits or business wear. Not everyone has to. Yay for self-expression!
And yes, you probably believe that once we make our own money, we go crazy at the grocery store and buy all the junk food. we can say we haven't done this in our golden college years, but once we're old enough to be in the real world with a job, we're old enough to see our metabolism slowing down as well. We can down the six pack like we used to, and actually, we don't want to anymore. Also, we're not all made of money, at least at first, so spending money on fruit roll ups instead of protein and greens start to seem a little absurd.
And here's what I also perceived. Zits would stop at teenagehood. That sounds funny, huh? It's our faces laughing at us. They terrorize our T-zones at random. Sadly, acne follows some people through their entire lives. The good news? Instead of dosing our faces with three types of cakey foundation like in those fun middle school years, we know from experience to keep our faces clean, drink green juice, and maybe use a mask from time to time. Welcome to adult acne.
Stepping down to the last, your childhood self says, we keep our childhood friends forever. Some of us are damn lucky and keep all our childhood friends close throughout our lives. But not everyone can maintain those friendships. People change, especially through those transformative years between teenagehood and adulthood. So if you and your friends' paths diverge, don't fret. You will make new friends throughout your adulthood journey.
And now you just realize that everything you envisioned of adulthood as a child wasn't ever going to happen. It's all fan fiction unless you'll work on it. Right, Mr. EJ?
Absolutely yes, Miss Nina. Right now, all I can say to our youngsters out there is enjoy what you are doing today. Our vision of the future might sometimes distract us from being happy and focus on the present.
Very well said. Now we have to bid goodbye for this series of senseful talk. Till our next series of Talk a Minute. Hope you guys had fun listening.
Bye everyone, thank you for listening.